Before the world believes in you, you have to believe in the person you're becoming. Life moves fast, and the world doesn't wait for anyone. Every day, opportunities are knocking, but only those who are willing to improve themselves will open the door. Growth isn't optional, it's survival. If you stand still, someone else will surpass you. The people who succeed aren't necessarily smarter or luckier. They are relentless learners, consistent doers, and courageous adapters. Every small step you take to sharpen your skills, your mindset, and your habits compounds into unstoppable momentum. If you want to stay in the game, you must embrace change, challenge yourself, and outwork yesterday's version of yourself. Your comfort zone is your silent killer. It feels safe, it feels easy, but it is quietly shrinking your future. Success is never found in stagnation. It lives outside the borders of what you think is enough. To get better, you must risk failure, face rejection, and push through discomfort. The person who refuses to stretch their limits will wake up years later wondering why life passed them by. Your potential is unlimited, but it is unlocked only by relentless effort, continuous learning, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. The moment you decide to improve, you make the choice to control your destiny rather than be a victim of circumstances. Time is the ultimate judge, and it doesn't care about excuses. Every minute you waste not growing, someone else is out there building their skills, strengthening their mind, and taking steps toward their dreams. Success belongs to those who are committed to daily progress, who understand that small, consistent improvements lead to massive results. You cannot coast on past achievements. What got you here will not get you there. Life rewards evolution, not repetition. If you're not getting better, you are falling behind, and the difference between the winners and the left behind is simple: action, discipline, and an unwavering hunger to improve. Life moves at a speed that often surprises us, and the truth is, the world doesn't wait for anyone. Opportunities appear every single day, sometimes in ways we cannot predict, sometimes quietly, sometimes loudly, but they do not linger. The question is, are we ready to recognize them, to reach for them, to seize them? The people who achieve remarkable success are not inherently luckier or smarter than the rest of us. They have simply committed themselves to a process of constant improvement, to becoming better every day. Growth is not a luxury or a side project. It is the very mechanism of survival in this fast-paced world. When you stand still, when you refuse to challenge yourself, you do not merely pause, you fall behind. Life is not static, and neither is opportunity. Every day, someone else is learning, improving, practicing, and advancing. If you do not match that movement, you are left trailing in the wake of those who refuse to settle for yesterday's version of themselves. Improvement is rarely a dramatic leap. It is often a quiet, steady accumulation of small, intentional actions. Reading a book, listening to a podcast, learning a new skill, reflecting on your mistakes. These might seem insignificant in a single day, but over weeks, months, and years, they compound into extraordinary results. Imagine a river carving a canyon over centuries. It is not the force of a single day, but the persistence of countless drops of water that creates something monumental. In the same way, consistent self-improvement shapes not just your abilities, but your character, your mindset, and your destiny. Every small decision to do better, to learn more, to push harder, is a deposit in the bank of your future success, and the reverse is equally true. Every choice to ignore growth, to stay comfortable, to settle for less than your potential, is a withdrawal from your ability to thrive in a competitive, ever-changing world. Success is not about being perfect. It is about being committed. It is about showing up when others are distracted, about working diligently when others are complacent, and about believing in yourself even when circumstances seem against you. The people who move ahead in life are the ones who refuse to make excuses. They understand that every setback is temporary, every failure is a lesson, and every challenge is an opportunity disguised as difficulty. The reality is, life will test you often in ways that feel unfair, but those tests are the very reason some people rise above while others fall behind. The ones who succeed are not shielded from hardships. They simply respond differently. They see adversity as a signal that they must improve, adapt, and grow. To get better is to embrace change rather than resist it. Change is uncomfortable, it is unpredictable, and it challenges the status quo of your mind and habits. But growth does not happen in comfort zones. Your best ideas, your greatest achievements, and your most meaningful experiences come from stepping into the unfamiliar, from daring to do what others fear, from choosing progress over ease. The choice is stark: either evolve or risk being left behind. Those who embrace this reality cultivate not only skills but resilience, confidence, and vision. They do not rely solely on talent or circumstances. They invest in themselves relentlessly, knowing that the returns on that investment are life-changing. There is also a profound truth in the idea that who you become is more important than what you achieve. Skills, knowledge, and accomplishments are valuable, yes, but character, discipline, and the ability to persevere are priceless. People who improve themselves daily not only increase their chances of external success, they also cultivate inner strength and clarity, which allow them to handle whatever life throws their way. Every moment you spend learning, practicing, reflecting, or pushing yourself beyond limits is a step toward the person you are meant to become. The person who gets better every day eventually finds doors opening, opportunities flowing, and life aligning in ways that seem almost magical. And that alignment is not luck. It is the result of preparation, dedication, and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. We often underestimate the power of incremental improvement because it is quiet, almost invisible at first. But imagine looking back after 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years of consistent effort. The difference between who you were at the start and who you have become is staggering. That difference is created not by sudden bursts of genius, but by the patient, disciplined, and continuous pursuit of growth. The world rewards those who are willing to put in that effort because the world moves quickly, and it favors those who can keep up. If you want to remain relevant, competitive, and unstoppable, you must choose to get better every single day. Ultimately, the message is simple: do not wait for opportunity to knock politely. Prepare yourself, sharpen your mind, strengthen your habits, and fortify your character so that when opportunity comes, you are ready. Do not envy those who move ahead. Join them by becoming better than you were yesterday. Growth is a choice, a commitment, and a responsibility. The alternative is stark. Stand still and you will be left behind. Success does not wait for hesitation, and life does not pause for doubt. Those who get better rise, those who do not fall, and the choice is yours to make every single day. Your comfort zone is deceptively safe. It whispers to you that you are fine where you are, that you have enough, that you are doing well. It feels cozy, familiar, and predictable, and it gives a sense of security that is almost addictive. But beneath that sense of comfort lies a quiet danger, the danger of stagnation. Life does not reward comfort. Life rewards growth, effort, and the willingness to push beyond what is easy. The truth is, success has very little to do with luck or timing. It has everything to do with your ability to stretch, adapt, and rise above your current limitations. If you remain content with where you are, if you refuse to take risks and embrace challenges, you are effectively shrinking your future. Every day that you cling to comfort is a day that someone else is out there learning, evolving, and taking steps that will put them ahead of you. Growth never happens in the zones where you feel safe. It happens when you stretch yourself beyond your perceived limits, when you face fear and uncertainty head on, and when you dare to do what others are unwilling to attempt. When you push yourself to improve, you will encounter failures, setbacks, and rejection. These are not signs to give up. They are proof that you are growing, proof that you are stepping into territory where real progress is made. The person who refuses to risk failure is the person who will never experience the satisfaction of triumph. They remain trapped in a cycle of mediocrity, wondering why life seems to pass them by while others achieve their dreams. Growth requires discomfort because it forces you to confront your weaknesses, learn from your mistakes, and continuously adapt. The power of improvement is in your hands, but it requires a mindset shift. You must stop seeing challenges as threats and start seeing them as opportunities. Every problem you face, every obstacle that seems insurmountable, is a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more capable. When you learn to welcome challenges, you build resilience, the kind of resilience that cannot be taught in classrooms or found in books. Resilience is forged in the fires of struggle, in moments when you refuse to quit despite fear, doubt, or exhaustion. People who succeed are those who do not shy away from difficulties. They embrace them because they understand that adversity is the teacher that accelerates growth. Your potential is vast, almost limitless, but potential alone is meaningless without action. You might have talent, intelligence, or resources, but without consistent effort to improve, they remain dormant. Action transforms potential into reality, dreams into accomplishments, and aspirations into tangible results. The moment you commit to getting better, you take control of your life. You no longer wait for opportunities or hope for luck. You create your own path forward. The alternative is clear. If you choose complacency, you are choosing to let life happen to you rather than shaping your destiny with intention and effort. The choice between improvement and stagnation is one of the most important decisions you will ever make, and it is made moment by moment, day by day. Complacency is subtle, often disguised as contentment or satisfaction. You might tell yourself that you are doing well enough, that you are managing, that you are okay where you are. But if you look around, the world is moving relentlessly forward. Every day, new ideas, technologies, and opportunities emerge. Every day, people are learning, innovating, and achieving what once seemed impossible. If you do not keep pace, the gap between you and those who push themselves will widen. Life does not reward mediocrity. It rewards those who strive to improve, who refuse to settle, and who embrace the discomfort necessary for growth. To get better is to live intentionally. It is to take responsibility for your life rather than blaming circumstances or waiting for someone else to guide you. It is to recognize that your habits, choices, and mindset determine the trajectory of your life far more than luck or external events. Improving yourself means investing time in learning, practicing, and reflecting. It means setting higher standards, holding yourself accountable, and refusing to settle for excuses. The process is rarely easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. The person who commits to daily growth discovers not only external success, but also internal strength, confidence, and clarity of purpose. They become unstoppable not because the world bends to them, but because they bend themselves toward their goals with relentless determination. Every day presents a choice to remain comfortable and risk fading into irrelevance, or to push beyond limits and claim the life you are capable of achieving. Growth requires courage, discipline, and persistence, but the rewards are immeasurable. Those who embrace the discomfort, confront their fears, and strive to improve themselves daily eventually experience the freedom, success, and fulfillment that others can only dream about. You are not defined by your circumstances, your past mistakes, or the opinions of others. You are defined by your actions, your choices, and your willingness to rise above complacency. The decision to get better is a decision to take control, to create momentum, and to step into the life you were meant to live. Ultimately, nothing worthwhile is achieved without effort, without struggle, without a willingness to leave the familiar behind. Your comfort zone might feel safe, but it is also a cage that limits your potential. Growth lives beyond that cage in the realm of challenge, effort, and continuous improvement. The person who refuses to get better will find themselves left behind, watching others succeed while they remain stagnant. But the person who chooses improvement, who embraces discomfort, and who takes deliberate steps every day to become stronger, wiser, and more capable will discover a life of opportunities, achievements, and personal mastery. The choice is clear, the stakes are high, and the reward is extraordinary. Time is the one resource that waits for no one. It flows relentlessly, second by second, moment by moment, indifferent to our plans, desires, or excuses. Every minute you spend not improving, not learning, not growing, is a minute someone else is investing in themselves, building skills, strengthening their mind, and taking steps toward the life they desire. The reality is simple. The world rewards action, not intention, effort, not wishful thinking. Success is not a matter of luck or convenience. It belongs to those who understand the value of every moment and who choose to use their time wisely. Every choice you make, every hour you invest, either moves you closer to your dreams or allows someone else to surpass you. In the race of life, standing still is the fastest way to fall behind. Daily progress, no matter how small, compounds into extraordinary results. The person who wakes up each day with a commitment to improvement is the one who ultimately achieves greatness. They understand that success is not a single event but a process, a series of deliberate actions, consistent habits, and unwavering dedication over time. Small improvements in knowledge, skills, relationships, and mindset accumulate to create momentum so powerful that it becomes unstoppable. Meanwhile, the person who procrastinates, who delays action, who relies on talent or luck alone, finds themselves slipping further behind with every passing day. Time is a relentless judge, and it favors those who respect its passage, who harness it intentionally, and who refuse to waste it on excuses or distractions. Past achievements can be comforting, but they are not a guarantee of future success. What got you here, no matter how impressive, will not be enough to take you to the next level. Life is dynamic, competition is fierce, and the standards for success are constantly rising. Yesterday's victories become today's expectations, and the only way to continue moving forward is through constant improvement. Complacency is a dangerous trap that lulls you into believing you have done enough, only to find later that the world has passed you by. The people who stay ahead are those who understand that learning, growing, and adapting are lifelong pursuits. They are never satisfied with mediocrity. They are driven by the desire to evolve continuously, knowing that each day wasted in stagnation is a day someone else uses to gain an advantage. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It is not enough to know what to do. You must actually do it. The person who gets better every day is the person who reads, practices, experiments, reflects, and applies knowledge consistently. They understand that failure is not a signal to stop, but a guide to improve. They treat mistakes as lessons, obstacles as opportunities, and challenges as the forge where resilience, strength, and skill are created. Each effort, no matter how small it seems in the moment, is an investment in a future that will reward persistence, courage, and discipline. Meanwhile, the person who hesitates, who waits for perfect conditions, who fears failure, slowly drifts backward while the world moves forward without them. Time also teaches a critical lesson about urgency and priorities. You cannot afford to waste hours chasing distractions or pleasing everyone while neglecting your own growth. Every minute you spend on trivial pursuits is a minute lost in building the life you want. Discipline is not about restriction. It is about focus, about using your time intentionally to create results that matter. The people who get better, who rise above, who succeed, understand the difference between activity and progress. They prioritize what truly moves them forward and eliminate what drains their energy or slows their momentum. Their lives are a series of deliberate choices, each aligned with their vision, their goals, and their desire to leave a mark on the world. The truth is harsh but simple. If you are not moving forward, you are moving backward. Life does not pause while you deliberate. Opportunities are fleeting, and the competition never sleeps. Every person who succeeds in life knows the secret that separates winners from those left behind: daily improvement. They are students of life, disciplined in their habits, relentless in their pursuit of mastery, and committed to turning every moment into a stepping stone for success. They understand that the small, consistent actions repeated over time have an exponential effect, creating a compounding advantage that cannot be ignored. Meanwhile, those who delay, who ignore the power of incremental progress, find themselves left out of opportunities, overlooked in favor of those who refuse to settle. Your time is the ultimate asset, and it demands respect. You cannot buy it, borrow it, or regain it once lost. Using it wisely is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Every day, you are presented with the option to grow or stagnate, to get better or get left behind. The decision to act, to learn, to stretch beyond yesterday's limits is the most important decision you can make. The difference between success and failure is rarely talent alone. It is the discipline to honor time, to commit to improvement, and to take consistent, purposeful action toward your goals. Those who grasp this truth, who embrace the power of time and daily progress, create a life of achievement, impact, and fulfillment. Those who do not find themselves wondering where the years went, watching others achieve what they never dared to pursue. Ultimately, success is not reserved for the chosen few. It belongs to anyone willing to invest in themselves, willing to act, and willing to respect the value of time. The world moves quickly, and it rewards those who understand that getting better is not optional. It is essential. The gap between winners and the left behind is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of choice, effort, and consistency. Each moment is an opportunity to improve, to learn, to grow, and to advance. Those who seize it rise, those who hesitate fall, and the difference is written in the small, deliberate actions taken every single day. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask a simple question. Am I better today than I was yesterday? Be honest with yourself. The world does not pause for hesitation, and neither does opportunity. Every day you choose comfort over growth, you are choosing to fall behind. Every moment you decide that learning, improving, and pushing yourself is optional, you are surrendering your future to someone who refuses to wait. But here's the truth. The power to change, the power to grow, the power to become unstoppable all resides within you. No one can do it for you, no circumstance can replace it, and no excuse can justify ignoring it. The question is not whether you have the resources, the talent, or the luck. It's whether you have the courage to take action. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. Behind you is comfort, safety, familiarity. Before you lies uncertainty, challenge, and the unknown. Most people choose to stay behind, clinging to what feels easy, convincing themselves that waiting will not cost them anything. But the cliff does not wait. Life does not wait. Those who leap, who take the risk, who embrace the discomfort, are the ones who discover horizons they never imagined. Success belongs to the leap takers, the risk takers, the relentless learners who refuse to settle. Every small decision to push a little harder, to think a little bigger, to act a little faster compounds into a life that is extraordinary. Every day you invest in yourself, you are building momentum, you are creating a future that others can only dream about. Think about the people who inspire you, the leaders, the innovators, the trailblazers. Do you think they got there by chance? Do you think they waited for life to hand them success on a silver platter? Absolutely not. They worked, they struggled, they failed, they adapted, and they refused to stop. They understood that standing still is the fastest way to be left behind, and you have the same potential within you. You have the same capacity to learn, to grow, and to achieve. What separates the successful from the left behind is not talent. It is persistence, discipline, and the courage to get better every single day. Ask yourself this: what am I willing to sacrifice today to create the life I want tomorrow? Growth demands sacrifice. It demands discipline. It demands that you show up even when motivation fades, when fear rises, when excuses whisper in your ear. And yes, it is hard. Change always is, but the alternative, staying the same, watching others pass you by, realizing years later that you could have done more, is far worse. Life rewards action. Life rewards those who push beyond what is comfortable. Life rewards those who get better while others pause. Every day you choose improvement, you are claiming control over your future. Every day you ignore it, you are giving that control away. Picture yourself 1 year from now. Will you be stronger, wiser, and closer to your dreams? Or will you be in the same place, wishing you had started earlier, acted faster, learned more. The choice is yours, and it is made today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions feel perfect. Today is all you are guaranteed. Today is the moment when you can take a small step, a meaningful step, a step that compounds into unstoppable momentum. Start with something small if you must, but start. Read a page, make a call, practice a skill, reflect, improve, act. Action begets progress. Progress begets confidence. Confidence begets results. Remember, the world does not reward good intentions. It rewards results. And results are created by effort, focus, and consistency. Talent alone cannot carry you. Luck alone will not sustain you. Knowledge alone will not propel you forward. It is what you do with what you have right now, today, that will determine whether you rise or fall behind. You have the power to change your story, to redefine your limits, to shape your future, but you must act. You must embrace discomfort. You must commit to getting better, even when no one is watching, even when it is hard, even when doubt tries to creep in. Look around at those who inspire you. They faced the same doubts, the same fears, the same obstacles. What set them apart was simple. They refused to stop. They refused to settle. They refused to let time slip through their fingers. And that same power, that same determination exists within you. You can choose to step forward, to challenge yourself, to embrace growth, or you can choose to stay behind. Every day you hesitate, someone else takes your opportunity. Every day you act, you get closer to becoming unstoppable. So here is the call to action. Decide today that you will not be left behind. Decide today that you will rise above excuses, fear, and comfort. Decide today that you will get better, no matter how small the step, no matter how hard the climb. Decide today that your life will not be defined by circumstances, but by the relentless pursuit of improvement. Make the commitment to yourself to push harder, learn more, grow faster, and act boldly. Because in the end, there are only two options: get better or get left behind, and the choice, as always, is yours.